So rates have changed and you need to make some videos. And you're probably wondering, what should I make videos about? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how to newsjack and be able to take what's happening in the news and make a video about it. Hey there, it's Ginger Bell, CEO and founder of Edumarketing. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to do newsjacking. So before I do that, I'm going to make my screen a little bit smaller of me, and I'm going to go through what we call newsjacking. And newsjacking is just doing that, to be able to take what's happening in the news and make a video about it. And so there are a lot of things that we can create a video about, and one of them is what's happening in the market. And so obviously there's a lot that's happening in the market. There's rates. So you can talk about real estate. You can talk about the local market. So I'm going to put the links below of what I have pulled that we're going to talk about. There's some things in here that you can pull information from. And I love doing newsjacking in video, especially with what's happening right now in the rates, because it gives you the opportunity to leverage off of what is happening in the news and what people are talking about, what people are reading about. And so again, I'm going to put the links below so you can use these. What I did is I actually took a couple of different articles. The first was out of Newsweek, and this is one that came out 6/15, right? Obviously when the feds were increasing interest rates, and it's out of Newsweek, so it's a credible source. And you can just share this, article on your computer and talk about it. I actually did snag it and just grabbed some portions that I want to talk about, and I highlighted it in a PowerPoint. So that's what I'm showing you. And however you want to create your video, you can do that. You can, just have the article, you can reference it, but always make sure to put the link in there. And I would start off the video with always your hook. Remember that. We're going to start with a hook. So you may be wondering what the Fed rate increase means to you. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why it happened, what's happening, and what to expect. And then go into your introduction of yourself and then get into the video. And so for this, this is an article out of Newsweek, June 15th, and talks about what is happening with interest rates and how it can help inflation. So I like doing a video about this, and I'd really recommend it because people want to know, why is this happening and how is it going to affect me? So a couple of things to note in this. First of all, it happened because we're battling inflation. And the article goes on and talks about, people have more money, but there are too few goods to buy. So it gets down to a supply and demand. And so that results in prices increasing. And so that's why we're seeing this increase. And so the next part of the article goes on, and it goes on and talks about they had two experts. The New York Times had two experts they brought in, talked about why this is happening, and they explained that the Fed is seeking to restore a balance in supply and demand. And so they do this by increasing interest rates. And so it makes it more expensive to borrow money. And the article goes on and talks about, so how is this going to affect mortgage rates? And so obviously we've seen a rise in mortgage rates, makes it more expensive to buy a house, but really inflation may not be affected in the short term because of the high demand for houses. And so that's what people want to know. It's like, how is this going to affect the housing market? This is a great article to talk about that. But why we're doing this, why this honestly has to happen. And so by raising rates, the Fed's trying to slow down your spending. That's what they're trying to do. And they're making it effectively to where you have less buying. And so they're thinking by doing this that it should bring down inflation. So that's the first article, Newsweek. I'll put the article below. The second video, so make a video about this article, one video talking about why it's happening, and what it's expected to do. So why are the feds increasing interest rate, and what is it supposed to do? The second video, so these are two different ideas for videos here using NewsJacking, so relating to news. And I have several articles in here that you can make videos about. I would make one video about each article. So the second article is Out of Better Homes and Gardens. Everybody knows that one. And they started the article off with, will the housing market crash in 2022? Big question. Inquiring minds want to know. So I love this article because it gives a lot of good information. So we've got statistics in here. Obviously what happened in this hyper competitive market. More than half, over 54% of homes sold above the list price. And this is out of a report out of Redfin. So again, relates your information, not just you saying it, but we're substantiating it with other information. And then the article goes on to talk about the speed of home sales and prices appreciate. It was staggering. And guys, we can't keep this up. I mean, we can't continue to have home prices increase. We have to slow this train down. And this is how we're slowing it down. It actually is a good thing, because if we don't do this, then our kids, our grandkids, next generation will never be able to afford a house. So we have to slow this down. But it doesn't mean things are going to crash, right? What they are anticipating is, what's going to happen. And the question is, will the market stay hot through 2022? And the article goes on to talk about, because of the raise in interest rates, we can expect less competition, so less pressure. But we don't expect prices to come down anytime soon, because it gets into supply and demand. And the article goes on to talk about that the housing market is unlikely to crash in 2022. Now, I love this because it gives some of that substantiation as far as why we're not going to crash. This is not 2008. People are talking about that. I've seen things on the news. Oh my gosh, it's 2008 all over again. It's not. And this is why. So this is a good video for you to make. So we're looking at our population demographics. A decade-long shortage of new construction homes, which was spurred by 2008. And really the state of the U.S. economy, it's good, but we are seeing inflation, so we have to bring this down. But all of those things are factors that will prevent a housing crash. And then the article goes on to talk about, hey, there's too many people out there that are coming of age, that are coming into the market, that are those first-time home buyers. So we need to let them know, hey, affordable housing is why we're doing this, so that you can buy a house. So there is less competition. And so the article closes out talking about, hey, inventory is predicted to remain low. We anticipate that because there's not enough houses. So are we going to have all that competition when you're going out and looking for a house? No, hopefully not. Hopefully we're going to slow that down a little bit. And that's a good thing. So these are the videos that I want you to think about making. And I would grab each article. I would make a video about each one. Make sure you have your opening hook. Make sure you're giving your information, and then make sure you're closing it out with a good call to action, a CTA. So closing it out would look like, hey, if you're in the market to buy, to sell, or if you're even in the market to refinance, I'm here to help, and put your contact information there below. So I hope this video helped. I would really recommend doing NewsJacking. It's a great way to be able to put information out there, have your information, clarified, have it substantiated with really good information that a reliable source is also. So it's like reinforcing what you're saying. And remember, I want you to be that calm. I want you to be that clarity, and I want you to make a video. And if there's anything that we can do with video to help you with video content, to help you with video production, or video marketing, please reach out to us. You can contact me at meetgingerbell.com or go to our website at edumarketing.com. My name is Ginger Bell. Thanks for watching. Now go make a video.